Yeah, yo, Appel Park again, Mad move. You remember them style, See it, yeah? Why do you me decide for have a little drink up? Invite some friend round for link up. Probably myself have some high grade we stink up. Hope Sally selector turn up.
Special guest in the house tonight, the Fire Sound, Fire Links itself, Shooty Stainy.
Hardball.
Dollar move, man.
Alright, we gonna bring the fans up to speed with you guys. I'm saying, Stainy, let me start with you.
Yeah.
When did you actually join the Fire Sound, and what's your history as a selector so far in your career?
I actually joined Fire Sound like 10 years ago. 10 years ago now, I'm up on the sound. And basically, I had the main mix on the sound. So it started from them time till now, and I say it reach. And we're still going on strong, so I don't know anything about it.
Alright, I got a lot of questions for you, especially about your style of playing, your style of selecting.
Yeah.
But how about before you actually joined Fire Sound? Were you playing another sound in Jamaica at the time?
Yeah. It was just a little era sound. You know, start from record to CD, and from then, you know, the dream was to play Fire Sound, but the first say, oh, you have to wait till I leave school. You know, get a little practice for a little sound at the area, and then from that, feel like I get ready, I just link him and.
Okay, so you actually approach Links to play the sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
I approach him one at a time, and him tell me, so I to go and go to school, man, and is it me? When we out school.
We gonna let Links tell us about that conversation, but as far as your career now, you joined Fire Sound.
Yeah.
And some of the questions that I have for you involve your style of playing. You were one of the main selectors that I see that you pitch your songs up very fast. You select your songs very fast. Why is that?
No, here's the thing now. You have a lot of selectors in the business and a lot of sound system. Everybody have play the same set of song them, but you have to come with a little difference. Forget that kind of attention there. Isn't me? So that a my little difference of me come with. You know, yes man? When me and Links just the chemistry just build up. It never had a long time. People have just been see we do this thing and never really take notice until now. A long time we are shooting. Isn't me?
Shooty. Alright, Links, before I ask you a couple questions about your history, let's talk about that conversation when you finally decided for Stainy to join the sound. What made you realize he was going to be the shooter moving forward?
Well, it's a history, you know, from way back, you know, because Stainy, me did know say he have music in him blood from there on, because all that thing you said is like, I would say it was like designed to happen, like from then, meaning my little brother, which is my smaller brother, is like, him and Stainy did really close. So at the time when him a pre-selecting, Stainy never really treat like that. And then now, my brother drop out. And then now it's like from that Stainy like take it up and start doing little thing. So during that time him link and I say, yo, I want to forward on the song. Because my little brother, he used to forward on the song now and then. I mean, it is him have potential because he learned the mixing thing to a level where he did a plan for enter ionic in green synergy and all these things. So it's like when my brother drop out, Stainy are doing thing, he link me and I say, yo, let's finish school first. You see me? So it's like about 2 years after that, I'm forward back and I say, yo, I'm doing things so I go on. So I go and hear him play, I realize him have a knowledge to the thing because his father had have a son. So I say that talent it don't need much to develop. So the whole vibe did just there from them time. It's like they did see the potential. It was just a matter of time. And we just feel like the moment they do it. Bring him in from the sun and the rest of history.
History. A lot of dates, a lot of tourings, a lot of killings.
Mad move, man. At one point, at 19 straight.
Yeah, man.
Just lose one the other day.
19 straight.
Yeah, man.
Shooting.
Okay, all right. As far as the touring go, the juggling go, you also going real hard on that. Where's some of the places that you have been to since you joined the sound?
Mean it. Almost, not to mention US, but like Japan, England, even went to Germany one night time, some of the small island them. Well, take on whole heap of road, man.
Link's definitely showing you the world. But Links, touching back on your history quick fast, a couple of questions I wanted to ask you. The first sound you started up on was Blackhawk?
Liquor Jemmy, then Blackhawk. Liquor Jemmy is the same Seaview connection, but Liquor Jemmy, that's something they start from. It's in the same scheme, the same Seaview, but Liquor Jemmy they are phase 2. Blackhawk they are phase 1. Blackhawk is more like when the maturity kind of kick in.
Okay. Your transition from Blackhawk to Bodyguard. How did that happen?
Yeah, enough people never know that history, you know. You know, so actually, Michelle long a dance. Blackhawk and Bodyguard are playing a place named Royal Flat. Mandeville, you see? And it's like, Bodyguard do them thing. So it's like, the owner of a Bodyguard never please. And like how him selected them deliver. For some reason, I don't know why. Because like at the first time that me and listen Bodyguard, but to me did impress. But for some reason it's like the boss is like he never pleased with all them players. Long after me I know them things still. Anyway, them player call me in. So they will have a segment where them play a portion of Bob Marley, one behind the other. Them are the first one me hear do that. But the people them just sing along and when the people them sing out then them drop the next song. And them do them thing, but it's like they leave out one. And me did see it as a song to start with. Which that song was in that this album named Survival. The same tune Bujo sing over. Every man have a right to decide his own destiny. So me end up start my run with that song there, and them just finish play about 10 or 12 Bob Marley. Call me, and then me start with a Bob Marley when them end with one. So the Bob Marley what me start with at that time, the Buju that sing that song upon the answer it go hard. So it's like it ring a bell, but it's like most people never know. So it's like Bob sing it. I would more like I held the crowd. Like, you see me? Because it's not the regular Bob where the man them play. Every man that play Bodyguard and Three Little Birds and you get me? So when me draw the one there, for some reason it's like the boss. Love it or what? But him run out about 5 out of black. And me never didn't know say him a fire shot, but it's like him do that for him select and then feel away. Long after me, I know them reason that when me forward from guard and me and him a reason. See, it's like, him must say, yo, him do that for show them say, them play a back of Bob Marley and the youth come play one and go hard, which me get the encore before him even squeeze. So, him squeeze based on the foul where him say me get. If you're overs. You see? Anyway. Move on from this, the dance pass, gone. Reach back and see you, because my boss to keep the dance, Blackhawk one of the keep the dance. We do have Bodyguard. They on the ends one day and all the vibes. And then, I don't know regular kind of vibes. I run joke and we have smoke and we have all the vibes. I see how you would have shut out of one of the lane. Because I see if you stay, you have some little lane, little pathway. And you have like a car park. Within the car park, they have a 4 lane leading at the car park. So I see how you would shut out of one of them. I said, like breathless. And I say, yo dog. See a tint up black car look for you, you know. 2 man in that ask you know. I say, asking me. I mean, I do nobody nothing. So me go son one, we have a virgin named Flacco, is like, I in front of him get to build a bench. That's how all the vibes on the car. So me go son now, boom man. Slide over Flacco here, and they behind the fence and a peep. And I say, car. I don't know a garrison thing, so yes, a vehicle look for yourself. You see, they get super suspicious. So I go say, boom. See the vehicle broke far down the corner. So them reaching at the car park, it stopped. So I say, I would push out him and I say, yo, no man don't know the links there. Because them time they the fire and they on the links there. I say, yo, no man don't know the links there. I go somewhere look, but the young bro push out him head is like, we know him. It's a youth named Tata from Jammins. He used to run King Jammins sound. So to always go to a cut dog place. So he used to always do the gate. You see? One of the security now and then. So I recognize Tata face. I say, hey, I want him. And I say, my boss I look for you. So I say, for what? And I say, for go to country. So I say, for what? So I ask him for what 2 times and he just move on to the next thing. So I say, for what? And I say, for play him sound. And I say, sound. But I see the driver look me and say, that man don't look like no criminal anymore. So I forward from out of the yard now and I move towards the car. And I look, it's a Benz. I say, that man now want to kill you and I drive Benz. I go somewhere and boom and move to the car and thing. And I say, what go on? Man, I say, you're a bodyguard this, you know. For me, your bodyguard is like, it's a whole total different vibe. I just a pre say, don't have money. Because you don't know who you pre. I don't know if I just Jamaican stay sour, but when we hear shot fire, we are look. Without some other people run. So when me hear the gun squeeze, me did look where it squeeze some. So me did recognize the features. So me I said, don't be that. So right away now, I do back the mats in my elbows and I said, oh yeah man, connect man. And I say, oh the sound more you play now. I said, which sound? Man I said, they're gonna done to this bodyguard and rain. I said, okay. And I said, country you go, you know. Everything that I feel. No, you know, right now, because we are playing tonight. So I go and look back. You see, which one of my brethren them I can tell say, yo, because it's like me just a pre like in front of me just like what to become. You see me what happen?
Big up.
I get me English together. It's like me a pre what happen down the road. You hear that? So I go and I look, I don't say nobody. I look again and I say nobody. I look for myself and I say one shoes, one pants, one suit of clothes. I say, Dad, I have to go pick up something. Man, I say, nah man, everything good man. Far. So boom and jive out. I got Clarendon. I know I don't feel the car shake. I said, what kind of vehicle is? I want to play something. I'm just show you as a youth. I remember some of the youth to certain things. You know? And a big Chris Ben that a driver can make a country. You know? So I play them things and I said, so you know, anyway, reach at Clarendon. The sound I play one place named Club Hawaii. And the boss goes on and say, I knew you would listen up. I mean, I must upon the mic and tell Johnny if he mix to the song. Remember, Johnny is a CV, so it's like him surprised to see me because Johnny never did the dance where
With
That
Blackhawk.
Royal Flat in it. The Paul and Gary and another one. See? Anyway, I'm old talker phone. The first two songs I talk upon is a cane bump reach me. You know them time them country cane them tough in my life. Cane bump reach me and my friend I'm like, put on the what's it not mine. Be a nice makeup boy. And by them time they are warm and easy and sour. And as we enter, and them style around the things, so my nice it new to people, right? I say. That man is scary,
But who hit you? Who hit you with it though?
Huh?
Who licked you with the king?
Like somebody in the audience, like long after we do the match, when we find out it's like one of the selector youth them friend. Because them feel threatened. You know what I mean? I say like that youth you know. You see? Anyway. We get coward and I say, nah, go back down there saying like the boss I said, and me bring me forward, you know, so but I watch them, you know. Me know and me see a Royal Flat. And the man I say, see the potential certain areas, see? Anyways, I can show me a reason and thing and I say, alright. Anyway, the next, this was a Thursday now. Saying a GT a dancer was Bodyguard, Metro Media, Inner City.
Yeah.
All I selected them go left me around the sound. Remember, I don't know no song. Every man cut left me, the man them say, come in Bodyguard. And try to say, when we couple to go, I mean, I say, none I selected them, I send a call, every man said the man them gone. Me I feel label the song them round the sound. You know the 5 minutes were left before the man them call in Bodyguard. So as much song with me label during that short space of time, them me have to play. I said Sky Juice forward in. I tell him say I did a go boss. And if you watch back that's something an interview where you know the truth me talk. Sky Juice forward in himself. People if you don't want more say, go on Metro. People them say, go on Metro. And him say, if you don't want more say, go on Sky Juice. And the people them say, go on Sky Juice. And him say, what my name? People them say, Sky Juice. And him point for me and say, what him name? People them say, me no know. See? And I said, and beat, hey, man, and beat Bodyguard to a pun.
All right, let me ask you with that being said, because me growing up as a youth in the 90s, growing to dances and built more in the 90s era, listening to cassettes from Jamaica, I always had the notion that Lynx really bust in New York before he really bust in Jamaica.
Nah, man, I bust at Jamaica, man. I continue. The following night, I play a St. Mary. So, I not bother sleep. I take the whole day from them time I tap bleacher. Meaning, yeah, sleepless night. Not the bleaching cream bleach. See, I'm label the whole of the dub them my way. Next night now, mix up Bodyguard and Gemini. I look on him the next night and say, remember you ask the people in my room, one day you're going to know who me. Anyway, do my thing as a new youth, represent myself well, represent Bodyguard well the next night. Finally, get my brain. Portmore Entertainment Center. Stone Love, Bodyguard. Everybody fly on a fire and left me alone. Billy Slaughter plays Stone Love. And the rest are history. And that's what the people say, yeah man, ready for the road.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You started flying to come to New York. I remember Caribbean Don't. It was a juggling dance. But the juggling was competitive. Afrique sound. I remember what you did that night, and from that night I think you really cemented yourself in New York on Bodyguard sound.
So you never had the Clue Cup dance before that? Think so. Team beat them at Q Club before that.
All right. At them times I wasn't going Queens, so that's not in my memory. But Afrique again in Q Club.
Yeah, man. It was Q Club first. When them play, I think they would have Mace, Pandub or Puff Daddy, one of them.
I'm gonna tell you what stood out.
Then they have to beat them on name. I just say I send them. And they would have it Pandub.
The 3 beats.
And any other nigga never jump. They would have beat it.
The 3 beats.
Like when they play the song, the nigga jump right from the forward. As being they say, whoa, na 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 na. When they say, I just say, yo, and it jump. Cut the forward, my blood. Yeah.
See, what I remember was the 3 beats.
Oh, 3B, Bodyguard, Brooklyn Bunty.
That's what I remember. From then on, I
That
remember.
was after. That was after because the Q Club dance, we never have no Wally song. Skill we use. The Brooklyn dance now, we're going to the road. Because we got this and say, alright then, realize we have to put in some preparation. So we go get the bunty them and thing, rat it, gun over there and well about it, yeah, this fuck boy, I feel the whole of them song. From them time I know I can't cut song, you know. God knows.
So at that point in time, you was cutting the songs on Bodyguard.
Yeah, man, brother. From a forward on the sound, it's like it wasn't no forced thing. It's like just to my creativity. It's like Johnny does respect again Johnny Girl. It's like him does believe in my talent certain way. So, and it's a youth who knows I'm used to DJ. He knows I'm good at making songs and everything. So it's like him give me that respect for like, and him know me and the artists them cool like that. In terms of like me easier if you can say yo. But them time they kill our face the man, you know. You will have your money and a wait and you not get no song, you know. So Bodyguard has a son from the country. And me forward from Seaview. Johnny has a Seaview youth, but he been left long before Killer Bus. So it only would have wise for them to make me deal with them groundwork in terms of like cutting the song them.
Okay.
And me that cut them bad jar like it did give Bodyguard one different vibe. I remember Bodyguard was a son. Most of the hardcore rhythm them, you know. Them do them thing them probably. So me come make a change.
I definitely recognize that changed the aggressiveness in Bodyguard at that point in time. But all right, you decided to move on and do your solo thing, and as people would say, they would say you followed Tony Materon and did that. I'm saying, but we got you on the camera now, so now you got a chance to tell us what went into your decision of leaving Bodyguard and being a solo selector.
Alright, honestly speaking, I want to use the terms follow Tony Materon.
Exactly.
See, because him is not the first solo selector. I left a sound, I'm doing thing. I used to play people's sound. And the list go on and on. We just go Uri to show yourself from them time there. So and him go for him own, have him own thing, Bill Sturgraph and all these things. At Tubby's Uri he used to play. King Tubby's son Uri used to play. So we can go into the history because we know it. See? So that's something there where follow Materon that's supposed to fix that.
That's done.
See?
Okay.
So it's a road where the Almighty say, blessed is the man who have him own. So if you feel like say, and respect quote this thing again, I never forget this, every interview I do talking. If you tell me say, any ain't no work for me, the guard is still there. You see me? But he knows I have potential and he must say, to the strength of tune I want to maintain the thing. You see me? At that time, he would have preach some different business. You see? So I say, yo, you So how you want to deal with it? Me can't really, you see me, give that strength to song them now. Run out that way. I'm understand, and they understand when me a forward from. You see me? So that kind of help lead to that making that decision there. You see me I say? So it's a road that I see where I say Magic do him thing and sorry do him thing and it work for him. A bad selector. Me have myself as a bad selector as well. And then with the reason that me and my boss well, and then the traveling with country and town. And then one time you go and link all the artists them and say, yo, give me a blessing for Bodyguard. It make it look like Courtney Singh is the richest man in the world. So you see me, you can't get a blessing. That man I explain to you make me say. If I did you, it would have more easier for him to sing a song. Or if he sing it at a certain price. So enough little thing lead to that.
It made sense.
That's what I say.
Okay, let me ask you a question about actually starting Fire Sound now. You started off the sound, but when you first started playing, one thing I noticed about you was heavy on the foundation, the big songs from early. Was that something that you initially planned going in? You spent what you had on foundation, or you targeted foundation before you moved on to starting building and juggling around the sound?
Alright. All that come about is we used to always agree when we say this, I don't mean nothing. Alright. I might find a way to say it without calling names. There was a certain sound like when it come on to like Clash. When it come on to like 1-for-1, him always weak down on the other side there, and in the juggling him beat it to sickness. And me always say, yo, me no want that reach me, and then through me a forward from a sound where strong with foundation, and then Bodyguard is a sound where when we play the foundation song then to me feel like that's when Bodyguard is more dangerous. So me get for love a segment like that. And get love playing a segment like that. So me going on my own, I guess it only a natural say I want some of them songs there. So me end up target some of them songs there. That's why up to today them become so valuable in terms of like, yo, links of them songs there. Cause them do damage that.
I definitely remember you starting off early and being able to kill Gyro in Brooklyn. So you was definitely doing your thing from that point in time, up until now.
Yeah.
All right. Other things I want to ask you about, you also moved on to being a producer. Producing rhythms. How did that come about now?
Alright. That come about with the creativity by putting dub plates together. Because you have a thing named It Dub, you know. It Dub, like you could have anthem, sound of anthem. You got It Dub. So you as a selector create an anthem for your song. That's where your producing skills start and you never realize. Because you actually help put something together. You may not write the song, but your idea, your input, add to it, so make it becomes that monster song in terms of like your anthem when you play the place. And people know it over the world like a hit record.
Okay, are you actually building the rhythms yourself, or you have youths around you in your production team building rhythms?
Actually, I don't play the instrument myself, but when I do, I make sound in my mouth and say, brother, someone I play. And them can't trick me with key. Just like how people never know You know the rhythm name mad instrument. You know, bum, 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 bum. The whole of them something there. The rhythm there is like from the skeleton. And me I tell them what to do. Even the very whistle and my voice sample.
All right, as a producer, what would you say is your proudest achievement to this day so far?
Proudest achievement. Whoa. Enough of them, you know. The proudest one. When me say Kanye sample my voice.
Yeah, you just reminded me of that. Yeah, that was big.
Yeah, the one that even huger than I don't remember them name I sing. Get locked away. You know it's not in here. But Kanye think more louder. Like signature from the get-go. So the moment there, yeah man. And even before that, because I got Billboard before that. Trinity album with Sean Paul.
Oh.
In Church. So that's the first block me get in the music. That was one of the first proud moments. You know that kind of something and kind of another level, you see it?
Billboard selector for real.
Yeah, man.
Okay, moving back onto the fire sound now. Couple of recent killings, Brooklyn, Queens. Your last couple trips to New York. Let's talk about the big clash you had this summer against Mataran in Amazura. It was a well-attended clash. I'm saying the turnout was great, but I was disappointed with Mataran's performance that night. How did you feel about the clash overall?
Alright, let me tell you something. Mataran, God always be Mataran. It was the same Mataran of the people that been did I say from them time there. At the Mataran where been I get him forward them. At the Mataran where they go and good I wine him and barely lose to Panther.
In the Bronx.
In the Bronx. But what people don't realize, you will have a good team. Right. Let's look at it from a sports perspective, yeah? Watch this. You have a good team, you know. You know, it's a big team, yeah. But at the end of the day, if your opponent knows, say, listen, you like play counter-attacking. And the man them goes and say, alright, we are defending. And when you're tired, we go and just really go and full up your net. So it's the game plan at that show off magic and nobody in real life. And if you put in the right game plan, it will show off any sound, brother. I don't like the selector them now shot and I like, alright. I have a co-worker reason earlier and we talked about a world clash about that. And we are talking about how a humble play a certain song against a next song where the forward where I'm getting, it should even happen in our book because the song them just not add up. But just show you, say, it lead back to that something there. His film plan what him did have and film game plan what him did have. Him did forward pan a meds where he must say, yo, at this, he must approach it with film strength and it work for him. On the night. And all the while, your best are good enough pan the night. You understand? And you have a thing named over prepared too. So you have to can stop the balance. Nothing. And it come with a whole heap of thing, brother. I don't just want something where it just happen overnight. It come with a whole heap of thing. It come with some lose. It come with some win.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the good and the bad.
It come with a bag of thing.
Okay.
Stop the balance here.
The boat. The Marley cruise. The clash on the boat.
Before I reach that, I just tell you about how the whole Mataran thing.
Okay.
So my preparation make it look like him not do nothing. Him play some song and him do some something and him do some something, but I thought, me go hard because something what me do is like probably him wanna do that. Him probably wanna pay 1,200 US for one song.
from Boom Clash.
You see me? So, I just show you how me a man when I take my thing serious.
What was the difference between the clash in Jamaica against Matron and the one in New York in your eyes?
What was the difference? One was more simpler, one more hardcore.
But you beat him same way.
The New York one, me beat him worse because a speech I make. It make it look like me not have no fans. Foreign, I make it look like
You talk tough.
like the Boom Clash was like it was just a
Fluke.
fluke. You know what I mean? I say like yeah, it was a luck thing. I mean I like that over the years it always hide my glory. I'm a friend and everything and I always have a problem with just that. I wanna listen. Like he's a good human being, now get me wrong. But my only problem is me rate him and the real respect for him to give me. Him just start give me it what day.
Would you say Matron is your biggest rival out of all of the dinosaurs?
No, there's no question about that.
Okay.
It have to be, you understand, to how things start out. But what I say, I'm a friend and everything. The only problem I have with Dufton is him just start giving me real ratings what and him knows me bad long time. Him is always the only selector in the world and him is the God of that. I only power with that. Only for bad selector, yeah. You understand? And even though some people may feel like that I want him downfall, that's something that when in himself something else. I wouldn't say that because you have to believe in yourself in that. I remember I said did that work for him even from them time there. It been did that work for him, but not because him lose something now. Some people are gonna say, yo, I did him to stop this and him to stop that. Remember I said I did film style that always and him never changed. It's just that when probably I realize now say, yo, him probably overdo something more time, but magic always magic. You see me?
Okay. You spoke about the difference in the Boom Clash to the New York Clash being more hardcore. But then you went on the boat, which was definitely not a hardcore clash.
No.
Tell us about that experience.
Well, the experience there is a good one and it's a learning procedure. Meaning the crowd there is like, I never buck up on a crowd like that now yet. Because it's like, it's a whole new world out there. Some song when I say I mash up the coos, them not good a lot. Not saying that they are not good materials, but the impact of them up on the boat, them not have it.
I fit they will never
Them not have it a lot than that. See? So, it's like, me join Ford, not looking at excuse, which we did well in the first round, but if people can watch back the clippings, we don't know stay the play. Him not itch. The second round, the laptop have a look at act up there.
Bag thing go on.
Him have to restart it right on the spot there, so.
Why
But
them
me
attack?
couldn't tell the people that. And just me here and him tell me, say, yo, that a go on there. You can watch it back and pray. The time they were me and another bag of talking and right there, so a 5-6 song would have drop already. If we don't really know how we do our thing.
Not 5 minutes.
Is it but we are professional, we have to just try work around it. We don't want to look at excuse. Because probably if me said that on the stage, the boo no normal. Because the people just believe say your equipment nothing broke down. In any clash, it not to be this one. Once your laptop have a problem, it's like it's a disadvantage. And the people find out that it's like even your own supporters, it's like them vibes. So me never need the people to know that. Me never want to share that with them. So me just find a way to work around it. You see me? Which you don't know. Congrats to mighty crowd. You see me? At the first time I test the water, so you don't know.
Looking forward to seeing you and Mike.
And not only that, brother, not only that, it's a good look at you are going now. Fan on me drop out first, but good enough.
Shout out to King Tobo.
Me never said nothing, you know.
All right. Moving forward, you definitely been touring the U.S. hard. I see you got the Money Pull Up tour with Mighty Crown.
London.
Yes.
London. Big up Crown. Go and good pan of sea. You know, in London. London, you see? Yeah, man, I did land wicked, man.
Last night,
Everyone
Philadelphia.
Listen me. People can tell everyone I dance them a London. Believe me, no, man.
Shoot,
Boston, London. Saying, I wish probably left Boston and go. Florida. They were Stone Love Anniversary. London. They were forward at Bronx, London. Then we go Hartford, London. And then we forward back over
Long Island.
You want me to miss out Long Island the Friday? London. Be a London, man. Mad thing, man.
Connecticut.
It's a good look. Is it?
Florida, you also play the dance called Progress with King Eddie's.
Whoa.
Audio loud on the streets
Alright,
right
you see
now.
that now? You see that now? One thing kind of reinvent back at the party there. Even when the Money Pull Up tour, we try it at Boston and be a people that talk about it. Big up King Eddie's. The thing named Juggling One for One. Where in the days at Jamaica, when all two sounds string up and the dance nice, a man just go stand and say, hey, forward over here, sir. A man just bring cross in dub box. One selector hold one turntable and one hold one. So you have a thing named two laptop string up. Two different line in from the one mixer.
That's a juggle.
And that's a juggle. Not no boring about it, man. Murder. Yeah, man. Progress all you got hard, man.
Speaking of that, tonight you're playing again in New York,
Yes,
in
sir.
New Lots with
Yes,
King
sir.
Eddie's Progress Part 2, the New York edition.
I want to yourself.
What's the relationship like right now with you and King Eddie's? You guys
Fabulous.
definitely.
Family sitting. Let me tell you how I'm a youth still. I represent the scale, you know. And you know the them good here. People could say you're firing face the boy and this and that. It's just me that way. Mr. Youth, I not easily feel like socialize with people. And my forward around the family and it's like, I don't know gas talk, I'm in a work at gas station. I feel at home that hands. I'm comfortable. Normally I would have cut long time, I couldn't even do this. But I just want to move. I would have, you see, but the thing balance and feel at home and a family sitting. You hear that? I even yard, remember we had these link up a yard and forward our whoppings and do them thing.
Promoters link
I
up.
remember in a clash, me no give sound ratings like that. If me I play a certain dub plate, I go and say, yeah, cause a few sound Bodyguard, my sound me used to play. And these and probably another one. We have a couple songs where I say, my favorite, where I actually follow and cut them. Yes, sir. So you know a family, so.
All right. If promoters want to reach out to the Fire Sound for bookings, where can they link up Fire Links or Stainy?
You have a thing named Instagram, even though I don't like social media because it takes too much of your time. But you don't know, it's the way to go and technology is at your fingertip. So you have a thing named Instagram, Firelinks Music, one word. You see? And you don't know the booking number 876-853-8127. You see?
You know, Instagram, Stainy Fire Song. Stainy_Fire Song.
I'm going to get this clear. I be a people tell me, but start my link up on Facebook. I don't have one Facebook. I never have one. I'm still not have none. I'm going to go to boom and make a little run through what there. And I scroll through something. I'm see about 7 Facebook. Me not have none, so the whole of them are fake. So I just want to know that. See? You hear what the Instagram say? Firelinks Music. One word. Mad.
I'm there on Facebook. Me, they're on Facebook.
Yeah, so they can look.
Instagram, your Gmail, firestainy@gmail.com. All of them something there. You know, we have to socialize. Yes.
And for the mail, I don't know, the same Firelinks music, Gmail. You see, and I'm about to pull it up at the back of song. I can't deal with it.
Respect. Brite Lite Promotions, Fire Sound, Stainy, Firelinks, the legend. Respect.
So I would Brite Lite promotion.
Man.
Like bright.
Like, shine bright.